Hey, so last week I went to the Art of Leadership for Women. It was a conference in Toronto, and I went because Martha Stewart was the keynote speaker, and I kind of love her despite all the, drama that went on. I still super love her, but I have to say she was extremely disappointing. Pretty much the most egotistical person on the face of the earth. But the other speakers were amazing, and one of my favorite was Katie Kay. She is the American BBC broadcaster, and she is a co-author of a book called The Confidence Gap. And basically what she was talking about is the huge gap between confidence when it comes to men and women, and some of the reasons why. And she gave a really great example of a test that they gave at Harvard, like a blind test on spatial differences, something I don't really understand. Something to do with the Rubik's Cube and parking. Anyways, and what they found, they did a men's group and a women's group, and the men scored significantly higher than the women. And when they were like, oh, I guess men really are better at this stuff. But when they took a really good look at the test, they found that the women left a ton of answers blank. And what women tended to do was if they didn't know the answer, they just didn't write anything down. They didn't guess, whereas men would totally guess, right? And then when they did the test again and they made the women answer all the questions, they actually did just as well, if not better than the men, right? She also gave other examples, like when there's promotions at work, usually if the woman isn't 100% qualified, like there's qualifications they don't have, the women wouldn't apply. But men, they're like 50% qualified and they go for it. They're like, oh, how hard could, brain surgery be? And they're getting those opportunities over women because of confidence. That was really eye-opening for me. And then she talked about some of the reasons why maybe women aren't as confident as men. And a big part of that is we're doing it to ourselves. And I'll give you an example that happened that very day. So after, hearing this, I was really feeling inspired to be truthful about my failures with other women and sort of stop pretending all the time. We all do it, An example would be, you stay up late and you spend 3 hours decorating cupcakes to look like Angry Birds or something, and you go to this play date with these amazing Pinterest-worthy cupcakes, and the moms are like, oh my god, how'd you do it? And you're like, I just whipped it together before I came. No biggie. When really you're like, done cupcakes, that sucks. You're covered in icing and it takes you forever, but you never admit that, right? So it's a lot to live up to, the lies we all portray, and we all do it. So anyways, I come home and it's a Thursday, and my wonderful mother-in-law spent the night here and then got my kids off to school and took care of Milo all day and the dog, which bites you all day long, and then had to rush them off to gymnastics, make supper first, get them off the bus. I still had daycare kids too, take care of them and then make supper and then rush off to gymnastics and then come home and quickly do bedtime routine because it's already past their bedtime by the time we get back from gymnastics, get them in bed, clean the house, blah, 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 blah. Thursdays suck. And I left her, first time doing a Thursday. So I felt I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I came home and the house was spotless and she had done laundry and it was crazy. And I was like, oh, Thursdays are crazy, thank you so much. And she's like, it was so relaxing. I don't know, it was like a vacation. Is this all you do all day? Lies. Don't tell me that it was a vacation. But we do that. So then I was feeling like why can't I accomplish it, right? But we do that to ourselves. We don't admit our failures. You see these gorgeous pictures on Pinterest. The odds are it took them 27,000 tries to get it like that. And they took 50,000 pictures before they got one that made it look perfect. And we shouldn't beat ourselves up, And I think sometimes we don't try things because we're not doing it the way that we think we should, or we're failing, where we all fail and then it turns into something good in the end. If you're not telling people and sharing the crappy part on the way to the good part, then you're stealing their confidence. No one's gonna feel confident to try it themselves. So trying something new. I'm always gonna share my failures with you. I'm gonna tell you when I'm doing something, what it cost. I'm making costumes this week and my house looks like a bomb went off. It's give and take. And we need to share that more with each other. We need to stop the whole pretend thing and be honest so we can build up all of our confidence together. Women unite and all that feminist crap. So it was a good conference, and that's what I'm sharing with you today. Have some confidence. And I was actually thinking about cleaning confidence, because a lot of times I think there's people out there, I know there is for a fact, that are like, I'm just not good at organizing and I'm just not good at cleaning. And nobody likes cleaning. Nobody. On the history of ever, nobody likes it. And nobody's like really good at anything, I don't think. I think it's practice. I think it's dedication, determination, and seeing things through to the end. So get some cleaning confidence, and I'll see you next time.